Yo, what's good with it? Mike P in the house. Um, I wanted to do this segment on my own. It was very disturbing. Louis is resting right now. She stayed up late last night working on some edit stuff for some more content that we'll be sharing with you guys. And in the gist of that, we always go through YouTube's footage to look on how to learn how to do things, or listen to some documentaries, or even the news. And I wanted to share it with you guys. We always talk about being woke and know what's going on, but we really don't know what's going on in the world. A lot of the stuff that's being done out there we're not aware of, and if it wasn't for YouTube, and I tip my hat off to you, and some of the agencies that were involved. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know. And I'm going to let you guys know some of this footage is very disturbing. But I'm telling you guys right now, Louie and I were doing this YouTube thing for a reason. And like I said, about three and a half years ago, people were in our ear in regards to doing it, but we didn't pull the trigger because we knew that when you do the YouTube, you have to make a commitment, and it's not something that's going to go away. And when you make a commitment, you have to dedicate. Again, a lot of times people are not about their word. We're about our word. So if you're not aware, several weeks back we launched our YouTube Lumi. Thank you to the 100 of you guys out there that have subscribed to our channel. We really appreciate you when I say that. This thing right here fuels my fire to even do more than what I even thought I wanted to do. If any of you guys out there have children, if any of you guys out there have grandchildren, then you'll understand. You understand. We live a life completely different than what you guys are going to witness today. And a lot of the products that are out there, not just this particular one, are done this way. And we need to stop this, guys. We need to stop it. We're the adults. We need to do something about it. So I'm telling you right now, and I pledge, and I'm sure that Louis will probably, follow suit, but I'm telling you about me, Mike P. If you guys subscribe to our channel and we get to the numbers we need to be, then we will definitely be contributing towards causes like this. Word is bond. Again, there's going to be some things a little, disturbing, upsetting, nothing gory or anything like that, but I have to say this is something that touched me like deep to the white meat, guys. So I ask for you to subscribe to our channel, continue to be a part of the family, outside of Instagram and Facebook, because like I said, once we get to the numbers that we need to do, and we can make a difference, believe that when we say we're going to do something, it's going to happen. So with that said, I want you guys to watch a little bit of this footage with me in real time. And I might have to make a couple edits, because this is, again, it's like my third time looking at it. And every time I look at it, I get a little emotional. But, it is what it is. I'm human. With that said, this is not a ding against anybody's industry. It's a ding against the people that would allow for this to occur. Again, I appreciate the organizations that are involved now. Hats off to Estee Lauder. So, yes, this is about makeup. I don't have anything against makeup. My baby uses makeup. Some of my homegirls that use makeup, what have you. So, I have nothing derogatory towards that. You have to look at the bigger picture with respect to that. With that said, stick and stay. Watch through the whole video. Leave your comments. And share this with somebody. Okay, guys. Let's get to it.
Makeup can be a tool for liberation and expression. It can make us feel beautiful. But one of beauty's most popular ingredients has a dark side.
जब हम लोग माइंस की खदानों में जब घुसते हैं तो वहाँ पे बहुत अंधेरा भी दिखाई देता है और हम लोग को बहुत डर भी लगता है कि हम लोग पता ना कि किधर से क्या गिर जाए। मैंने देखा बहुत सारे बच्चे को, एक बच्चा का भी माथा फटा था।
When children are the hidden cost in our cosmetics, who's stepping in to help them out?
पढ़ेंगे तब तो बनेंगे।
Hope you guys are listening.
And who's leaving them behind?
Shady.
We're here in London on a press trip with Lush Cosmetics. The British company invited us here to learn about an initiative surrounding one of the most controversial ingredients going into makeup today.
Mica, an unassuming mineral essential to modern life.
The property of heat and electrical resistance makes this mineral invaluable.
For decades, it's been used in everyday products like electronics, insulation, paint, and even toothpaste. But over the past few years, the cosmetics industry's demand for glowing, radiant shimmer has exploded. From the perfect no-makeup gleam to the blinding shine of a highlighter created for double taps, mica is often a magic ingredient. But it also has an ugly side. The majority of the world's mica comes from India, where a 2016 Thomson Reuters Foundation investigation revealed that it was being mined by children, and at a deadly cost. The revelation forced the beauty industry into a moral reckoning.
And they knew about
Some
it.
companies have pledged to work with the mining communities in India to create a sustainable supply chain. It's a lofty goal, with progress that's been slow to come by. Companies like Lush, that have built a brand on ethical sourcing, have taken a different approach. Without a transparent supply chain, it decided to pull out of natural mica altogether.
This glittery, shimmery effect is all the synthetic mica.
It looks pretty, but I'm about to find out that it's more complicated than appearances might suggest.
Much as I love sparkles, I didn't want anything put into a Lush product that, could have had a death attached to it. The nice thing about the synthetic mica is it has much more variety of the sparkle that you can get in the pigment. So really, there's no reason to have natural mica.
It's much more complicated than that. Natural mica, it's a commodity which is in almost any product you use. You should not try to avoid mica. You should make sure that the families where you buy the mica from, as a company, get decent wages, get living wages.
Okay, so one lady's saying that they can make synthetic product to provide the same type of shimmer that some of these products have in them, which is dope as hell. The other lady is saying we don't really necessarily need to do that. We need to basically allow for these people to go in there and do the mining and all that stuff. Provide for them, monies for food and shelter and all of that. I'm with that too. But I'm not going to spoil the surprise in regards to how much these guys actually make doing this. And again, it's children, guys. You'll see.
As corporations roll out initiatives with promises of positive change, I'm curious to know how they're actually impacting the people, and especially the children, on the ground. Globally, the mica industry is worth over $500 million, and India is at its center, with the world's largest and highest quality reserves of mica. The majority of it can be found in the country's eastern states.
We're leaving New Delhi and we're about to take a sleeper train to a region called Jharkhand, which is where a lot of this mining is happening.
Jharkhand is a mining state with rich reserves of coal, copper, and of course, mica. Most of the nearly 33 million residents live in rural areas where illegal and unregulated mica mines dominate the trade. It's been this way since the 1980s, when restrictive environmental laws drove the industry underground.
been a very long journey, and we're trying to keep a low profile just because this is such a sensitive subject here.
Now, many of the mines are abandoned and scavenged, while others are run by illicit operators.
So they had to go underground with this, man. And so a lot of these mines that were left, you had some other fools who decided they was going to continue and use child labor to mine underground. Literally underground and on the underground movement.
We're finally getting close because you can see all of the shimmer in the dirt. It's the first time I've ever seen pretty dirt.
It's not pretty dirt. It's not pretty dirt.
I met up with Rohit Gandhi, our local contact who secured our access to the mines.
Very nice to meet you as well. We're going to keep the cars ready just in case any of these contractors who actually mine with these children come around. We should be ready to leave right away.
Why would they be mad that we're here?
They know it's illegal, right? To use children in the trade for mining, then obviously they're against the law.
Okay, guys. So these guys are getting ready to walk down to where the kids are. I'm telling you right now, man, if this doesn't touch you, if you don't get pissed off by it, if you don't feel that this is wrong, something's wrong with you, man. Something's wrong with you. And like I said, if Louie and I are able to eventually get to numbers of subscribers and people appreciating the content that we do, and we're able to make some numbers with doing this, we're going to have to do something about this. And we can do it together, as JD always taught us.
Just a few steps off the road, I start to see them. Children, hard at work, mining for mica.
Namaste.
They sift it through up here.
It's all mixed with gravel, and then they'll sift it through, and they'll take the mica out, and that they'll go and sell to somebody who will then, ship it overseas.
ढीबरा चुनते हैं एक-एक करके बहुत टाइम लगता है.
Pooja Burla is only 11 years old and has been mining mica since she was 8.
How many days are you out here per week?
रोज आते हैं.
Every day.
चुनेंगे नहीं तो खाएंगे क्या?
Every day, y'all.
Do you
Every
ever
day.
get scared when you're working in the mines?
Yes. डर लगता है मुझे जाना. माटी गिर जाएगा तो दबा जाएंगे. गिरे हुआ है. मगर आया था ढीबरा चुनने तो दवा का वहीं पर रख गया.
Where are your parents right now?
वहाँ पर ईटा ढोरा.
Jharkhand suffers from a classic case of the resource curse, a phenomenon where areas with abundant resources tend to be worse off for it thanks to government corruption and commercial exploitation. Despite the fact that this area is rich in mica and other minerals, Jharkhand has one of the highest poverty rates in the entire country. Many of these children, including Pooja, make less than a quarter a day.
So these kids go out there 7 days a week, all damn day, and do less than a quarter, not a quarter, less than a quarter. But that trick earlier that I was telling you about was talking about let them go out and mine so that they can take care of themselves and their families for under a quarter a day. Mind you, they make billions off of this product, guys. These guys get less than a quarter a day, children. They make billions of dollars. But they haven't figured out how to do mining properly and give these guys actual jobs, give their parents actual jobs to go in there and to take care of their families. And where they're at, ironically, is the poorest place in the entire country. Now, I'm trying to be good. I'm trying not to curse. I'm trying to stay professional. But, and it may not seem, but I'm angry. I'm angry. Oh, I'm angry. We got to do better than this, y'all. We got to do better. We got to do better. This is bullshit.
But it can mean the difference between something to eat and an empty stomach.
हमेशा यही सब करते हैं जब ये बारिश आएगा ये बंद हो जाएगा ठीक है उसके बाद अबरक में काम करते हैं फिर जैसे घर से भी कुछ फायदा मिल जाता तो अलग चीज़ है लेकिन कमाना और खाना और क्या बस इसे जबरदस्ती कराते नहीं है लेकिन फिर भी जब आता है तो क्या करिए.
What are the other children in the town doing?
सब इसी तरह रहते हैं और क्या.
It's been estimated that up to 20,000 children are working all across the region in mines just like these.
20,000 children. $20,000. I'm going to do 0.24 because they said almost 25. So that's $4,800 a day on average that they pay out from billions of dollars that they make annually. Let's take that $4,800 times 12. Or you know what? $4,800 times 52 weeks. Because they work every damn day. We don't work every damn day. 249,006 annually. And they're making billions. And they're using children.
Seeing these mines and meeting these children, it's easy to understand why Lush wouldn't want anything to do with Mica.
This is
hats off to Lush.
And I can't believe there's kids
Hats
all
off
the
to
way
Lush.
down there. But it's also painfully clear that these children have no alternative.
Beautiful
Can
kids.
you tell
Look
me
at
how
them.
old you were when you first started working in the mines?
Beautiful kids. Little girls. And some boys.
If you didn't have to mine, what would you be doing today?
Couldn't eat, man.
Do you have any idea where the mica goes after you mine it?
wait, who's coming? We had to take off really quickly from that mine because we heard that people were coming because they knew that we were there.
The mica trade here is built on a facade that its players have a stake in maintaining. Once the mica leaves the mine, it's funneled into a process that conceals the fact that children ever had anything to do with it. Traders peddle the mica to intermediaries who often sell it under the license of a legal mine from another part of the country. By the time the mica is exported, its illicit origins have been stripped away. But back in Jharkhand, it's impossible to escape the realities of the trade and the risks that go along with it. Cuts and broken bones, respiratory illnesses that can damage or even scar the lungs.
And sometimes
I hope y'all heard that.
the unthinkable.
वो माटी गिर गया था, थोड़ा हम झपा गए थे.
Surma Kumari and her sister Lakshmi were mining one day when the tunnel they were working in collapsed.
Can you show me where you got hurt in the accident?
यहाँ पर थोड़ा थोड़ा दर्द देता है, अभी भी दर्द होता.
और दीदी
वो बुला रहा था.
हम वहाँ से आदमी अइले ने तो हल्का न ता दरल हम गले हम निकाल बचिया तो टूटले ने तो वने कान कान हल्ला वने कान कान तो जीती काल के हमरा कि बोला से वहाँ चता गेल तो मामा दरल गलिए तो बड़ को पखल दलले तो कैसे घिचे तो फिर वो गलिए कि मटिया हटेबे ने तब निकल गेले बचबा से निकाल तो खत्म हो गेले
दब गया खाद में
खत्म हो गेले फसल पालल बेटी 7-8 के बेटी हले.
Do you and your family still work in the mines?
वे को ढीरा ढीबे में ना कोड़िए तो कौन चिखाई बाल बुत्र कौन खिलाई.
The Kumari family's story is a common one. Lakshmi's death is just one of an estimated 10 to 20 deaths that occur every month. The unregulated nature of mica opens the door to dangerous work conditions and predatory pricing. Families are trapped in a cycle of poverty. How much would the companies that are buying the mica have to pay you to be able to send Pooja to school?
उससे कम 30-40 रुपये किलो बिकता तब तो अच्छा रहता, लेकिन बिकता नहीं है तो क्या करेगा.
To be able to completely change your life?
जी
56 cents. 56 cents to send a little girl to school so she won't have to go into damn mines. If you guys are watching us, and again I ask for you to follow so we can get to where we need to get to be able to do some help and some damage. If you don't get it by now, then you won't get it. 56 cents to go to school.
क्या बच्चे को पढ़ा सकता है, लिखा सकता है और क्या सकता है, घर चला सकता है, अच्छा से थोड़ा घर उर भी बढ़िया से बना सकता है सब.
It really hit home. For better or worse, the choices that companies and consumers make have the power to determine people's lives. It made me look at my beauty products in a totally new light.
You should.
I've pulled out some of the products that I use every single day. There's mica in this. First ingredient. They all have mica in them. There's mica in all of these products. While I don't know if the mica in these products specifically came from a mine that used child labor, there's no transparency in any of these supply chains involved in these products. These families all rely upon these mines, and they've been selling mica for a long time now. There has to be an ethical way to get
mica out of the ground. There has to be an ethical way to treat these families.
And it's hard not to feel responsibility. I wanted to know where the Indian government was in all of this. It turns out the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, or NCPCR, has been aware of the issue since at least 2016, when its governing ministry lodged a complaint. When we reached out
Some protection.
They said they were conducting a survey
to understand the scope of the problem and sent us to the ministry that oversees their work.
So they've been doing a survey for over 4 years with 10 to 20 kids dying every day. Survey for over 4 years. 10 to 20 kids dying a day. What other survey do you need, man?
There is poverty and there is less of spread of education in these interior areas, and our ministry is making all efforts to see that their child rights is protected.
So we were just in Jharkhand and we saw children working in the mines that are young as 5 or 6, but your department is the one that's surveying that. Is that enough that's being done?
Right.
Actually, we are not aware of any such survey that is concurrently being done, as you say.
We have been told that this committee is doing the survey and they're under your jurisdiction. How is it that...
We have not authorized it. As far as this ministry goes, the Ministry of the Women and Child Development, child labor is not exactly a mandate.
We're not woke, y'all. We're not woke. What's going on in the world? This is not the type of stuff that they want us to see. But yet and still, they put this mica in products that people use in makeup. And it's not just there. I don't know if you saw in the very beginning of this, they were showing, in Estee Lauder at the very top, those are companies that are involved to basically get rid of this and have other alternatives to using this stuff. They're not down for it. That's why I said my hat's off, to Estee Lauder, and Lush, and some of those other companies. They're not with it, and we should be with it. I mean, ladies, do me a favor. You don't have to, but go through all your cosmetics and look if they have that mica shit in it. And if they do, throw that shit away. And don't patronize those companies. Don't patronize them. Because you don't know, as they stated, you don't know if it actually came from the kids. Because like they said, when the dealers, by the time that they sell it, all the transparency of the kids having their hands on it is gone. They're thinking, I don't know. They don't know where it came from. So, we need to look at all of our products and see what we're using, especially those for vanity purposes or whatever, I know that makeup's not just for vanity. I know that some people have to wear it, cosmetically to, clear up some things. And I mean, it helps some people with their self-esteem. And I get it. For women, it's like putting on your clothes, and it's something you do every day. But we don't have to patronize these businesses that we're spending these billions of dollars on, that are having kids go out there and work every damn day, guys. We don't.
It was alarming to realize that someone so high up at the ministry seemingly knew so little about this dire issue.
His ass knew about that shit. Let his ass go out there fucking 7 days a week. I'm sorry.
A movement on the ground is providing some hope. A model that's been coined the child-friendly village is connecting parents to new income streams so that their children don't have to work.
That's what's
so
up.
many kids. It's a concept piloted by the Kailash Satyarthi Children's Foundation.
That's what's up.
And it's working.
Kids being kids, playing soccer, having fun, growing up.
More than 3,000 children have been rescued. More than 3,000 children have been withdrawn from child labor.
Okay, so they've rescued 15%, guys. 15% of the kids they rescued. There's another 85 out there. That's all I'm saying.
Labor, and they have been enrolled in school.
Funding comes through government services and private business support.
Private business support.
Estee Lauder.
Estee Lauder uses shit.
Long and hard if we wanted to stay in Indian mica, if we wanted to move towards synthetic. And where we've ultimately landed is that it's important for us to have a stake. And having a stake means we will continue to be there until this problem comes to a resolution.
That's what's up, Estee
And
Lauder.
it's been incredibly important for us to always start these initiatives with the community itself.
It has been a long-term process, and everybody has a role and responsibility to play in addressing this whole issue.
This gathering of child-friendly villages is a showcase of what's possible when companies stay invested in the communities they work with. Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel very welcomed right now.
My name is Champa Kumari. Champa.
Very lovely to meet you. Champa Kumari is part of the most important and inspiring outcomes of these child-friendly villages, the Child Parliament.
This young lady right here, guys.
At 14 years old, she's a fierce champion of eliminating child labor.
Oh my goodness, man. 14. And she's doing this to eliminate the child labor. She was out. She was out, guys, in these damn mines. And she's 14. Come on, guys. This... No smoke.
यही कोडरमा में सीएम से मिला, वहाँ पे मैंने सीएम पास बात रखे कि हमारे स्कूल में जैसे टीचर नहीं है, टीचर की कमी है और हम बच्चे अच्छे से पढ़ाई नहीं कर सकते, वैसे और भी स्कूल में जहाँ पे मैंने देख भी चुकी हूँ। उन्होंने बोला कि बेटा मैं कुछ ही दिनों में टीचर का बहाली कर रहा हूँ। अंदर में बदलाव आया और इन गाँव के बच्चों को भी बदलाव दिए। जब मैं माइंस में काम करती थी तब हमारा भविष्य बहुत ही खराब था कि हम सोच नहीं सकते थे।
Beautiful young lady, inside and out.
What would you say to some of the companies and consumers who are buying mica that come from child labor?
उन कंपनियों को मैं यही कहना चाहेंगे कि इसी तरह जिस तरह हमारी हालत खराब हुई, उस तरह जिस तरह हम महसूस किए कि हमको कैसा लगा, वैसा उन बच्चों को भी उस तरह नहीं करवाएं, ताकि उन बच्चों को भी इसी तरह से मेरा ही तरह हो।
What do you want to accomplish next?
और टीचर बनना चाहती हूँ।
You want to become a teacher?
Yeah. वैसे ही और आगे चलकर भी कुछ करना जरूरी है।
You're a big picture thinker. I like it.
Yeah.
Promising to be mica free isn't the only or even the best answer. Mica is the lifeblood of this region, and any solution that will make a real difference must acknowledge that. It's empowering kids like Pooja and Champa that will bring change and break the cycle that keeps this region and its children chained to mica.
Just want an education. These kids want to go to school.
Thanks for watching Refinery 29.
Shit. So guys, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? If you have children or grandchildren, after watching this, give them a hug, tell them you love them if you can do that. If not, FaceTime, call them on the phone, whatever you need to do, let them know. You love them and you appreciate them. With that said, man, it's not even about long ashes and slow burns right now. It's about putting in some work to try to help these kids, and not just in this region. I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff out there that we're not woke about, and we need to do something about it. So again, if you're following us, if you guys are one of the 100 individuals that are following Louie and I, thank you so much. If you're not, I ask for you to subscribe. If you like the content, like it, share it, whatever. But what I do know, if we get our numbers up to where they need to be and we can make a difference, that's something that Louie and I are going to do. And we can do it together with you guys' help. So, other than that, my baby always says ciao for now, and I'm going to leave it at that. Deuces.